Salam, shalom. Wise Salah speaking. Giving you all a chance to get in here. Peace and wisdom, swimming geese, dear clan. You all see the title. Now, the title might not all the way be true, but maybe. I'm deciding. Peace and wisdom, peaceful Omega. If you have any questions, y'all can ask. Give you all about 20 more minutes to get in there. So how's everybody? So how's everybody feeling? Y'all gonna miss my laugh, ain't y'all? I know. Whoever wanted to have sex with me, too late. Too late. Yeah. Now everyone up and get in there. I'm just playing if you knew. I like to have fun. We live in depressed times, misery, hate. I was going to say all the less emotional states. Mainly hate, envy, things like that is what fuels, society. And, I suppose if you walk around your city, you can kind of feel the energy. And, translated to whatever you do. But you feel the negativity in the air. In that, those are to laugh a lot, things like that. Your joy may feel like it's being stolen, depending on how strong you are as a person. So, the more of that joy be stolen. But, Salam, Prakyat, peace of wisdom. Like I said, the energy, in the cities, whatever city you live in, I'm sure y'all notice these things. And so, keep everything on a positive accord. Meaning you want to keep yourself, locked in to the daytime. Of course, there's night. Life's a duality. Both happen in time. It's all an awareness thing. You have to learn how to operate the duality in life. You get my point? Day and night make up for the whole day. But you got to kind of, find your place. It's all have to do with maturity. Now, peace and wisdom, Tori and Howard. I didn't put no pain in the life, brother. I put deep love. Now, Prakyat, you said, Solids, it's been a long time, and I wish we had the chance to talk in person. But I've been struggling lately to get my bread and be independent. I've been going deep into my own Hindu. I think you mean Hinduism, I'm supposing, or your own teachings. I don't know what that means and what that has to do with me. A lot of y'all are like this. You don't understand ego. As I've explained to y'all, it has to do with your perspective. and how deeply one can get lost in their own perspective, creating a whole false reality for themselves. And then, kind of getting lost into that. A lot of y'all skip over moral and honor, or balance and honor. You want balance and honor to be what you want it to be. And that's the foundations of your having understanding. You can't understand a thing if the mind is biased on anything. I'll say that again. You can't get understanding on anything if the mind is biased on certain things that it chooses to be. You follow? A lot of y'all skip over, and you get my point? You got many people in life, but there's only one life. In that, there is no my own. You see my point? You said your own teachings. Wisdom isn't owned by anybody. It's received in. But you already claimed it, or you already on the path of your own. You get it? And so the words reflect in that way. And so the only thing I could tell most of y'all, you're always the student to life. You get my point? No matter how. Having technical difficulties on my end. But as I said, I always stay a student. More than anything, I make sure I understand the ego and the perspective. A lot of y'all get lost outside of your own self. You forget that the wisdom have to do with the self and keeping the self on track. So many of you guys will say, no, ego. You have ego as another person's arrogance. Keyword, another person's arrogance is what you view ego as. That don't serve you in no way. That means you too damn nosy. Are you too damn locked in on things that have absolutely nothing to do with you? It means the emotional state is leading the show. You follow? Those of y'all that don't have emotional problems, I'm sure you can grasp what I'm saying in this moment. You're supposed to be getting wisdom for you to correct you, to make you better. How did wisdom become you projecting it onto others to where you're looking for others to have ego? If you're looking at others' egos, then you're going to be looking for arrogance because you wouldn't know their perspective unless they told you. Do you see my point? And you got to do with your own perspective and how y'all can become selfish with it. And depending on how much power you have in the moment, do you get my point? Your child is your child. Your child can be right in the moment, but because you have power over the child, do you follow? You can get lost in your ego and say, shut the hell up before I slap you. You may even slap the child. It can go worse than that. It all depends on how lost your own ego, which is your perspective. Your perspective in that moment is, I'm above the truth. Meaning if the child said something true, in that moment you get it? Nobody's above the truth. And so it's a deep thing. But like I said, people get lost all the time. Lost is the wandering mind. You get my point? I mean, there is no loss, but loss is when you wander off. So you view yourself in that way, like a child. Life holds your hand, guides you through. You get lost when you pull your hand away and wander off. But we speaking from a perspective of mind. Hopefully you grasp what I said, Prakyath. Make sure you don't get lost into society. You said I'm following, I'm here to listen. Yeah, you was always a good student. This have nothing to do with if you ever gave back anything. Just in regards to your grasping things, you know? Kind of keeping your ego in check somewhat. Wisdom is like it's like a mirror. So you might argue back with it, or whoever it's coming from. That's why I say when you start out with wisdom, you got to get the emotional state together, because you're going to hear things you might not necessarily want to hear. Wise and dumb is two opposites. If you seeking out wisdom, you coming from the dumb side. So you get my point? Or you coming from the error side? Like I said, connection issues, but the emotional state have to be up the part. You get my point? So you can receive in what is true and kind of ride that out. I notice with most people, or during my time teaching, I've concluded that if a person learn life first, then that's kind of what stick with them, and that's what they gonna defend. You follow? And it wouldn't matter what truth you show them. They got to lie first. I suppose this is why, whoever's a liar, they try to get their point out or their perspective out first. You ever heard something like that before? They say the liar always speak first. So it's because of that. Whatever a person get first, that's what stick to them. If, y'all are one with the society, in that you get my point, the negative or the false things gonna stick with y'all more than the truth, I suppose. Life is a vibration. I'll give you an example. I did a video not too long ago. It may have been my last one, I don't remember. But I did a video where I was explaining, how the astrology that y'all have now is fake. A lot of y'all get lost when I say that. Y'all be trying to explain to me how no, astrology is real. I said how you, but you see how the mind get all tangled up? Again, I said the astrology y'all have is fake. They reworded in their mind that came in some way else. So they try to explain to me like, no, it's real. I know astrology is real, and it's really put on y'all as I've explained to y'all. The constellations is how we get our months, meaning your calendar system. That's a system that come with the society or the Babylon, the city. And they named those constellations the months that y'all know of, or whatever they would have chose. You follow? And they label people under that time system that they created based on the stars or the constellations up above. But it's not real. You say, no, I'm really an Aquarius. February is a name that they gave to a cluster of stars up above. And nobody told them to do that. That's like me naming stuff whatever I want and then put a whole bunch of information with it and be like, this is, y'all will say that's fake. That part. They put the astrology on the society. Somehow y'all confuse that and think astrology is whatever y'all talking about. In that, y'all will come to me and try to explain to me the 12 houses. The 12 houses are the 12 months of our year. The months have to do with the constellations up above or the zodiac. Y'all are using old words in modern time, meaning before they put the astrology on the masses. So they called these 12 constellations or our zodiac the 12 houses. Y'all learning it all fake. But trying to convince me, no, it's real. I know it's real. And it's put on y'all. And y'all have a fake version of astrology. Where y'all think y'all can read people or do this thing or that thing. skipping over the first fact. It's made up, meaning the constellations up above don't have no name unless somebody decide that they want to name them. Outside of that, what are we talking about? Society stuff. You go outside of a city, you think indigenous people in their tribe know anything about what y'all talking about? Y'all cities ain't the life. Y'all cities is basically the matrix where they just made up any old systems that they wanted to and y'all live that. But in regards to real life and nature, what we talking about? The same with numerology. Watch this. Somebody told me the random numbers that we see throughout the day are coordinates to our future. You know how y'all be getting lost into 1111 and in this number system and that? Numbers have to do with the Babylon, meaning a city or a country is structured, and then numerology is put into it. So you walk down your block, you see all the numbers on your street. Y'all live by a calendar system, which is a number system. You follow? All of this being made up, though, is just a city thing. If you go outside the city into nature, you're a whole damn retard. If you're like, it's February 3/15, there's nowhere you would be outside y'all cities in nature where life is intended for everybody to be. Where will we see these numbers? Meaning y'all babble only makes sense in the Babylon. But outside of it in real life, what we talking about? Again, the numerology, astrology, all the sorcery, it was put on the masses. This is us, the people. And it controls y'all life. And the fake astrology and numerology y'all have don't mean absolutely nothing. The real numerology and astrology is already on y'all. Or ass gonna wake up 5 days out the 7-day work week. It's a slave system thing, how you bound a person to circles and cycles. Y'all lost, y'all say, no, I could tell you your cycles. You ain't got to read nobody to tell them they cycles. Y'all all damn slaves lost into the system. And they have a whole bunch of systematics that they put on y'all brain. If a person take you outside of your system, then you lost. Example, the random numbers we see throughout our day are coordinates to our future. Makes no sense out in nature. Ain't no houses with numbers on them. Where will we see numbers at? Ain't no clocks in nature. Ain't no numbers in real life. In that, where would your babble make any sense? Me and you out in nature. We living like kings, queens. Where's these clocks and these numbers on houses where you could be like, oh, I keep seeing 1111. Yeah, because you're a damn monkey lost in your Babylon or your society. Let me not even say it that way, because most of y'all are lost into that. And when I do that, then y'all get lost into y'all emotional state. I just do that because it's funny to me. Y'all be going deep and philosophical on nothing. The random numbers you see throughout the day are coordinates of your future. So philosophical, so foolish. When you consider y'all got all the complaints y'all got about y'all Babylon and how it's doing that and this and that to y'all. And you get my point? That's all y'all know and all y'all got is the ideologies of the cities. And that teaching y'all real life, well, like I said, if a person learn life first, seem like that's what stick with them. Now, if you somebody lost into astrology and numerology, you probably say, man, Solace don't get it. He only get it on the material plane. Anything unseen has its manifestation. Otherwise, what we talking about? Meaning anything invisible or unseen has its visible representation or manifestation. Otherwise, what we talking about? Nothing. You was unseen before you was seen, whether we speaking of you in your mother's belly or spit coming out your father's cow's nipple. A thought. Now, anything somebody explaining to you that got to do with the unseen realms or invisible realms or whatever y'all like to label it as, well, what's the physical aspect of the thing? In that, just deal with that. You get my point? There is no unseens that ain't seen. Let that sink in your mind. You was unseen, now you seen, but if you was never seen, you would have never been named, you would have never did anything in the physical. In that, what is we talking about? Nothing. And so I'll say again, anything y'all speaking of that come from an unseen or invisible realm, or whatever words you want to word it, if it ain't got a physical, visible aspect, what are we talking about? We're in the physical, so what are we talking about? Nothing. And this is what y'all view wisdom as. When somebody tell you something that ain't tangible, and you could just blabber on about it forever. And I say, no, you don't understand because it's not in the physical. Sounds like an escape. Anything I'm speaking about, whether it's not physical or not, whether it's unphysical or physical, I could tell you what it is in reality. You see how y'all got the 12 houses, and I tell you that's the 12 months. Again, anything y'all talking about, I know astrology the right way. And I told y'all know it the wrong way. And that whatever y'all blabber to me, I just tell y'all what it is in reality, then y'all get aggravated. And you keep trying after. Y'all brainwash bad. Meaning there's no sense of awareness or separation between reality, which is outside of y'all cities, and a matrix y'all live in that is y'all cities, which is based on nothing but lie. Let's start with the grid system. Y'all like mices in the maze. First you make the maze, then you take the mice and you put the mice in the maze. The mice don't want to stay in the maze, so we keep running out. This is a real experiment they did on mice. They may have it up on YouTube. It's a famous one. It's the beginnings of making a city. They want to test anything they test out on humans, on mices, bunny rabbits, or pigs. Any experiment you see being done on those things is for humans. And so again, they got the experiment with the mice. They put the mice in the maze. They come to realize, he said, I did see it on YouTube. Salam. Yeah, it should be up there. This is a famous experiment that was done quite a while ago, but meaning I'm talking about before YouTube or before most of y'all was never even born, myself included. This is before I was born. And so you follow? And did an experiment on mice. They put them in the maze. The mice kept running out the maze. Like they leave the maze. They don't want to be in it. They put food in the maze and they put the mice back in the maze. The mice take the food and run out the maze. It went down. At some point, the mice stopped bringing the food out the maze and just stayed in the maze and started hiding the food in different places in the maze. I guess at some point, why even leave the maze. Just stay there. That's where the food at. And just hide it in the maze. And that will always be in the maze. After so long of that experiment, they came to realize, man, the mice didn't even know how to get out the maze. You get my point? They was lost in it or stuck in it, waiting on food, never leaving it. And that's the beginnings of the grid system that we live in. Meaning you live in a city, it has a grid system, like a maze. And you'll notice how people do not leave their neighborhood unless it's by force to go to work. And they don't go too far from it. And their life is structured around that area that they live in the city. They kind of like the mice in the maze. If you tell them, let's leave the city and be free of all the nonsense, everything that you see in the city, it's out in nature for free. We just need the wisdom of how to make it the product that we need. And we lost in the city still, like the mice. And so you get my point? I like the mice in the maze. It's almost like y'all can't be taught. Now they say you can't teach your old dog new tricks. Y'all young and old. Shadow said, being from Georgia, I always thought the Long Island Expressway acronym. Peace and wisdom. I don't understand. But indeed. Raw Intellect TV said the number one rule of consciousness is to clothe itself with a body that's inhabited, suitable to its environment. You see how when y'all talk, it's almost like a movie, a predator, the return of the living dead. Y'all lost in y'all society, in the systematics of it, which is all lie or construct to keep y'all bound and dumbed out on how it works. And you get my point? When y'all speak, it's not clear of what you're talking about. You follow? And it's because y'all don't know what y'all talking about. If you lost on what I'm saying, click on YouTube and clear mind. Meaning clear that nobody know what the hell they talking about. They ain't even taking the time out to. And just flip through the YouTube and the social medias and you gonna see 3 days ago this person was dumb. Now they put them. Maybe they heard something. You get it? You gonna see the stupidity I'm talking about and how everybody just lost in it. They got physical life like hell where y'all all in y'all cubicle. You know the dead see the living on TV. Because they always on their damn phone. I'm saying on television. Because the living always on their phone, it's like that movie Poltergeist. Or it's like any movie you may have seen or heard. Maybe a near-death experience. And they might have told you, man, I seen my loved ones on like a TV. All the dead do is watch TV. They can't do nothing now. It's a deep thing. I know some of y'all like, how can dead people watch television? Television got to do with energy. And I suppose a dead person is energy. And I suppose when y'all dreaming, y'all be doing all kind of weird things that ain't actually physical. I have to use the restroom. Get me I forgot where I was, but hopefully y'all grasp what I've been saying. I'm kind of too far gone into the matrix, which is y'all cities and the systematics that go with it. Y'all ain't making no sense or separating, the foolishness from the reality. Now, D, you said that's crazy that you're trying to take a break. Yeah, I can't work for free, champ. I'm not sure if y'all kids or whatever the case may be, but I'm not sure why it's crazy to you. Peace and wisdom. You said I'm going to tap in with you in consultation soon. A lot of y'all going through y'all dishonor carry a debt. You get my point? Figure it out on your own. Y'all be doing the most. That's all I could say. Grasper Jeeper said, it's easier to fool people than inform them that they have been fooled. Yeah, I like how that sounds. You should make you should keep that as like, how wise men have philosophy, like philosophical statements that they say. Socrates, many different people, even myself. You should save that as your own. Hold on to it. Build up on it. I never heard nobody say that. It's easier to fool people than inform them that they have been fooled. I said that basically, when a person get lied first, is stick to them. But you see how you worded it? Like that. Good philosophy. Yo, Akbar. Got to stop getting drunk early, my boy. That's how y'all be doing. Blabbering out stuff, fronting like you know people. I don't know if he drunk or not, but he don't never make sense. So I assumed he was on that malt. Liquor. Or something. A little crumb in the mouth. Pardon me, a little bit of crumbs and whatnot in the mouth, That Captain Crunch. Frosted Flakes I be eating, my boy. Oh my God. Sometimes you gotta just kick back and eat you a bowl of cereal and be like, I knock on your neighbor door. I got some milk. Ain't nobody keeping milk. I ain't got no milk. Let me see who got some. See who pregnant out here. I get a little bit of that. No, I will ask my pregnant neighbor, hey, listen here, let me get a little bit of that titty juice, because I try to eat me some Captain Crunch, yeah? Ain't trying to go to the store, it's like, you fabulous. I would get mad if I asked y'all pregnant spouses, like, let me get a little bit of that, milk. Can't trust the milk at the store, you feel me? A little bit of that poom poom too. Okay, I know the answer. I'm just playing. Lion Zion said, thank you for all your teachings, time and splendor. Y'all can still get wisdom from me. I'm just deciding, if I want to be bothered with y'all on here. More than likely not. It's becoming a waste of my time. Oh, I was speaking about the dead watching us on TV. Oh, you ain't that drunk, Salam. No, I wasn't acting like y'all was dead. Y'all on y'all way to being dead. But the dead, people have like DMT. If y'all want to give back before I depart, instead of all the ass kiss talk. You see how Babylon monkeys, y'all got so much talk, no action. be like, nigga, you saved my life. Couldn't share nothing. What the fuck does it mean? And DMT, people say they use DMT and they like machine elves or like, toy-like figures, cartoon characters almost. When they go into DMT land, that realm. Y'all got a lot of like toys, right? Technology. Yeah. Consciousness is put into these things. They operate how they do. I go into the dead realm, y'all see toys. Now see everything that was in life that died. Toys, animals, you feel me? Cartoons. Everything. But y'all don't get it. So they go to DMT land. They like, man, I seen these toys. Nigga. All y'all do is play in life. You get it? And in death, I suppose y'all trying to figure out all that play. There ain't no awareness of, the present or the life that you was in. So most of y'all, like, yes, you suck it up to like, I don't know nothing about life that much, but when I die, somehow you convince yourself it's going to be revealed to you, I suppose. And so like that. Y'all play y'all whole life away, then when y'all die, y'all try to like, I guess, figure out that play. That's a deep thing. He said I had some 1942. Romeo Akbar hating on, I'm assuming you hating on whoever I said, like, make that a philosophical statement. You said something like that has already been said. I know, I said it. But the way he worded it was nice. And here you go on that 14 or 1942 hating. Something like that is alright. So waste some bum lingering. You the drunk bum on the side hating on niggas doing things. Just sit there with your cup hating. This shit deep. I could tell. I could tell you the cold blood hater. Salam, shalom to whoever gave back. They said I had some 1942. How you gonna be proud? A drunk that really wanted to quit? A drunk that really wanted to quit and be done with that life would even have said, and they would have lied. Like, I ain't drinking. Proud drunk. I guess you ain't a stone cold drunk yet. You got to defend your lie. I ain't guilty when you really guilty. So maybe you ain't all the way that far gone, but be kicking out money for nothing. Romeo Akbar, you off. I look extra cute today. You the type go buy flaming hot cheese doodles from the store. Make sure you listen. And go get you a bag of those flaming hot cheese doodles. Crumble them up. Get it nice and dusty like. Pour it down the crack of your butt. Because you want your butt to be on fire, honey child. Spicy. You super spicy, man. You the type of dude wears sandals and beat off, with gray socks and the AC Slaters. I bet you wore a leotard before. I bet you wore what AC Slater had on in Saved by the Bell before. That's a leotard with gray socks with red stripes on them. So you had on sandals. Or tell me I'm lying. You eat glizzies, don't That's what he right. You eat glizzies, don't you? I'm still laughing at King Rel. He said, please don't do part. I'll empty my bank account out. It's $40 in here. What you do for a living, champ? Got grab? I'm just playing with y'all for a departure. No, that. Cut it out. It's okay, whatever you do. Now watch the spiciness, Romeo Akbar. Nah, I ain't really with all of that. I ain't cute. I'm tough. I'm tough. Watch your mouth. See, look, it's always a bum hating. Here go missing person one. And your bank account with the question mark. Why are you hating? It's always a bum lingering in the shadows. How you coming to get wisdom from me become you hating on my business? It's how a lot of y'all is. You come to get wisdom, next thing you know, you hating on my business, making up shit. Silas money hungry. What business got one damn product? I got a bunch of books and a bunch of stuff. Why is you hating? That part. Money hungry is when a person do something immoral for money. Again, money hungry is when a person do something immoral for money. They could be broke as hell or wealthy. And it's the same on the flip side. You can't be hating on people that ain't doing nothing immoral, but they just keep their minds working and they keep thinking of new things to do that flourish. You can't just pop up talking about, oh, they money hungry. Why? That part. Because you are bum on the side hating on that business. Be clear, this ain't a Babylon thing. If we lived out in nature, so my shit. And you got the trade system or however they choose to do things, but you get my point? Sit on the side hating on somebody's business. Why he got all the corn? Because I picked it. Well, you need to give it to us for free, because I'll take your greasy damn corn. Now stop hating missing person number one. And stop talking about high. Some of y'all like, you too blasted. You get my point? I was thinking what you said as well, though. Like when I was looking, but that's just how I look. What do you think? My eyes supposed to be like that? You get my point? I'm a cool motherfucker. I'm relaxed, so my eyes always look like this. I got those, I don't know how they look on here, but in person, I got like those puppy dog eyes. Where you like, oh, something wrong. He's sad. Like kind of droop, If I ain't like excited or doing something, if I'm just kicking back, a lot of y'all like that. If you just kicking back, so you ain't got your eyes all open bright, you just kind of chilling. Like that.